Hello everyone. Uh, Today we'll see about one more server program to generate the Fibonacci. Okay, to generate the Fibonacci numbers and the prime numbers. Okay, so here what you have to do is you have to input a number n, and you have to generate that much of Fibonacci numbers and prime numbers up to that number. Okay, yes. I'll open the NetBeans IDE. Okay, so I'll go for create a new project and select the Java web and the web application, click on next, and the project name I want to give, say I'll give as numbers and click on next and select the server as Glassfish server 4.1, click over next. I don't want to select any frameworks from here, click on finish. Okay, so my project called numbers has created. Okay, so just right click on the numbers project and click on new and click on servlet and give a servlet name. I'll give as an NUM. Click on next. Just select this, add information to the deployment descriptor. This is the mandatory one you have to do and click on finish. Okay, so now it is generated the pages called the NEM.java. And in web pages, I have index.html and also I have the web.xml generated one. Okay, so initially I'll create a HTML page index.html. Okay, so just I'll give the title as numbers. Okay, so here I delete this and say S2, mm, say generate Fibonacci and prime numbers. Close the H2 here. Then let's start the form tag. Say name is equal to F2 and say method I'll use in get method itself and action I'll give the file name that is NUM. This is the Java file that is created. Okay, so then I'll give us an enter a number. Okay, and I'll put a text box to get the value. So input type is equal to text and name shall give as T1. Okay, and I'll put a break tag. Then I'll put a submit button. Input say type which is equal to submit and name also I'll give as submit and value which is equal to I'll give as generate. Right. So this is my simple HTML page. Okay, and the control name I'm using is T1 to get the value to my server page. Okay, so I'll go back to my Java file that is in NEM. Okay, so this much comments I'll delete. I'll keep all the necessary packages as it is. The comments I'm deleted. After this class, what other things are generated, I'll delete till the end. Okay, so my class is there. Then I want to generate the do get method. So it's already generated here. Just click on the plus sign. From here till this, delete it. I have this to get method and remaining you can delete it out. So till here, okay, till that. So I'm done with my basic, the skeleton of my servlet. Right. So I'll start by. So first thing is you have to, decide this content type. Set content type is equal to text slash HTML. Then print writer object I want to create print writer PW which is equal to response dot get writer. Right. Okay, so now get the value. So for example, like I'll declare a variable n. First thing is I want to convert into integer dot parse int, and here we pass like recurse dot get parameter, and the parameter name I given as t1, right? Okay, so then some variables I require because my program is to generate the Fibonacci as well as the prime numbers. I declare some variables I and j, and say flag, which is equal to initially I give as 0. Then also I require some variables, say f1, which is equal to 0, and f2, which is equal. Later also you can define it, but I'll do here itself, and f3. I think this much is enough for me now. Okay, so now first thing is I want to generate the Fibonacci numbers up to that number. Okay, initially I'll check it out like if the value of n which is greater than 0. Okay, then only I want to do all the remaining. Okay, so inside that I'll check once again if whether n is equal to 1. Okay, so if n is equal to 1, just print it out. Pw.print the value of say f1. Okay, so before this, yeah, so here I'll put some texts, pw dot print, say Fibonacci numbers are, and a break tag also I'll put it out here. Okay, if n is equal to 1. Else, if say n which is equal to 2, what you're going to do is pw dot print. Okay, so I want to print f1, and I'll put some spaces plus F2. I'll print this. Else, else means if it is greater than 2, initially what you want to do is you have to print F1 and F2. Next, you have to calculate what you mean by F3, the third one. So if is equal to previous two numbers like F1 plus F2, then print that print. Okay, so put some spaces 1, 2, 3 plus plus F3. I'll print the value of F3, then I want to interchange. How to change? F1, I want to take it as an F2, and F2. So I want to take it as an F3. Okay. So this is the logic I want to do, but um, the thing is still that value I want to do. After printing, so I'll use a loop. So for I is equal to first two values are printed, 0th and 1. I started with 2 and I less than equal to n and I plus plus. Okay, I plus plus. Open this up here, close the for loop. Okay, so this is the logic used to generate, and if it is if n is equal to then greater than 0. Okay, just else here just no print pw dot print uh, enter a valid number, right? So this much. Okay, so just I check it out. So only for the Fibonacci number I return the code only to generate, not to check it out whether it's working or not. Just go to run and run the project. Okay, so I'll enter a number, say 5. Generate 1, 2, 3, yeah, till that number generates. Say for example, if we give as 1, 0 will get, and if it is 2, I'll get two numbers, and if it is 3, I'll get up to that number. Okay, so till that 3. No, I did a mistake. Till number it is less than no less than where it is, yeah, less than n. Okay, Once again, run this. Okay, three. Yeah, right. So I'll get only three numbers. Say five. I'll get five numbers, right? So this is how. Now the next is I want to generate the you know uh, prime numbers up to that number. Prime numbers up to that number. So after this, once again I'll write some pw dot print say prime numbers are and br tag also I'll put. Okay, so what I do is like I'll use the loop. So for I is equal to 2, I'll start with 2, I less than or equal to n, I plus plus. Within this, I'll use a one more loop. For j is equal to 2, j less than the value of I and j plus plus. Alright, so within this, I'll check like if it is divisible all the values of um, I with this. If I mod j which is equal to 0, that means it is I value I is not a prime number. What I do is I'll change the value of flag is equal to 0 and I'll terminate the inner loop. Okay, so but one more thing is before starting the inner loop, you have to change the value of flag which is equal to 1. Right. So after the inner loop, I want to check it out. So if the flag value is changed, the flag value which is equal to 1 means it is not changed. You have to print that value. So pw dot print. What's the value I want to print? The value of I plus some some spaces you put it out. Okay. So that's it to generate the prime numbers. Let's check. I'm gonna refresh this. I'll give a number, say 3, generate. Fibonacci numbers are 0, 1, 2, 3 up to yeah. So what I do is I'll put a BR tag here also. Okay, I'm gonna refresh now. Right, so I'll get the Fibonacci numbers are 0, 1, 2, 3 Fibonacci numbers, prime numbers up to 3. Okay, or else I'll go back and check it out once again, say till 10, generate. Yeah, I'll get 10 Fibonacci numbers and up to 10 the prime numbers 2, 3, 5, 7. Okay, so this is how you can do generate the Fibonacci as well as some prime numbers. Thank you for watching the video.